What's up? This WizTheMC hanging out with Joey Franchize.
Joey Franchise here, and man, I have the pleasure to meet this guy right here because he's got this record that's going insane. I remember when it landed in my email. My man Mike, shout out to Lieberman, he hit me up. He's like, "Bro, this record is going nuts. You need to pay attention to this." And the minute I heard it, I'm like, "Bro, this is a smash." I had to go into my music meeting, like, "Yo, we need to watch this guy, watch this record. It's going nuts." Where's the MC, man? It's a pleasure, my bro.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Already. So tell me a little bit about your story, man, because man, you really hit lightning in a bottle with this thing. I know like the record was performed at Coachella. I know there's been a bunch of, a lot of stuff surrounding it. I know the streaming is crazy for it. How did the record come about? Tell me a little bit about your story.
So, man, we wrote the song last summer and we sat on it for like 8 months. If I knew it was a banger earlier, trust me, we would have put it out last summer already, you know? But it was one of those songs where I was still working on other music where I didn't even know if it was going to be on my artist project. And then the more I explored with that sound, I knew that it was going to be the new wave and for me. And it was crazy. Like I only really knew it was gonna have an impact was like a couple weeks before I released it when it was teasing it on TikTok and people were going insane in the comments. I remember I had to push it back a week and I announced on TikTok, oh, I gotta push the song back a week, and the comments were insane. They were like, keep the song for yourself. Like we don't trust you anymore. And at that point, I knew, man, it was personal. Like people needed the song, and it was crazy. It was overwhelming, like the first weeks, and now we're here. The record has over like 300 million streams, and it's still growing, and it's a incredible feeling.
Now you got the remix, Tyler. Now you're originally born from you're born in Cape Town, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And you grew up where? I swear that you grew up in Germany.
Yeah, in a small town, Germany, in Lüneburg.
What was it like,
Yes.
having Joe Berg and Tyler jump in on the remix to that, and y'all getting a chance to perform it together?
It was insane when I got the call that Tyler was gonna hop on it, man. And at the same time, it makes so much sense, Me and Tyler being from South Africa, it was such a full circle moment, And even the music video of "Show Me Love" of the original song, I was on vacation in Cape Town when we shot it. Like we knew it was like very spontaneous when we put it out in February, and I was in January. I was still in Cape Town. I was like, let's shoot a music video. So it's like the whole thing is I love full circle moments, where it all comes back and makes sense. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Now, as far as your music, what has been some of those influences?
Yeah. So actually, it's funny that I'm in New York right now because it's hip hop, man. It was rap that I grew up on, and it's funny. I did actually like a how do you call it, like a project in school where I like basically did research on hip hop where it came from, and I presented it in front of the whole school, and I actually performed a rap song too, and like the whole thing with DJ Kool Herc in the Bronx and how it all started. That's where it really came from. Like in the beginning, I did a lot of boom bap rap and then trap influences, and I think over time, like instruments and guitars that got introduced to my music, I fell in love with melodies and with pop before I even knew it was pop, and since then I've really just been addicted to making like songs in the sense that they're anthemic, in the sense that people can sing them along, scream them, and just evoke emotions. And but yeah, originally came from rap music, and now it's a blend of everything. I fell in love since then.
What were some of those artists that you were tapped in with, man? Like, what were you listening to? I mean, you mentioned the Cool Hercs of the world and things like that. Was there anything
Yeah.
else that you tried to, that kind of inspired?
The very first sound I got introduced to was like a blend of like R&B and rap. It was like the whole Kidding Tiger era of like 2013, 2014. Was big on Kidding, man. That was like my number one guy.
Kidding?
Yeah,
That's
man.
my that yo, that's the homie right there, man.
Yeah,
That's
man. No,
bro.
like, and the thing is, I think most people in the States also don't know like what that music had, like the impact that it had on Germany. And because yeah, man, but like Kidding, Tiger, all of them were huge, and still are huge in Germany. So it's like it was always a dream. I felt like to make music internationally and to come to the States and to do radio like this was always like the vision I had, man. And I was looked at crazy, man, for so many years. Like, how how, a kid from a small town in Germany gonna make music that's gonna, touch people in the States. But here we are.
Well, where's the MC here? Now you got the MC in your name. Do you get on the freestyle thing? Can you get in a cipher? Can you hold your own in that realm?
Yeah, man, I can definitely freestyle. On my last tour in Europe, I had this because I was touring with a band, and I had this section actually, this freestyle section where I got words from the crowd, and I would just freestyle for like 5 or 10 minutes and have my band improvise, kind of like just instrumentals. So it's like I still hold up to that name, man.
I respect that. See, yeah, you hold that MC because you can really do
Yeah,
that. You gotta let
yeah,
them know you really like that too.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
Now we saw the little controversy that's building. I mean, I know it's a UK. You're from Germany, but I know Drake was out in the UK and he said, expressing how UK rappers are better than American rappers.
Mm,
What's your take on that? Because I mean, you're an MC.
right.
Uh, Explain to me like what it's like, over the pond to and what the style is, and do you agree with that?
Man, it's an interesting discussion. I definitely seen it online these past couple weeks, and ever since he's been doing this wireless thing, I was telling my friend that I feel like Drake's gonna move to London, man, because it's like the way, or maybe even Manchester, man, the way he's putting Manchester on the map. But I think there's great rappers coming out of every place, man. I don't have like a favorite. For me, it's still the States, man, because for me it's like the originality of, again, I'm in New York, and this where it came from, and the whole story of how it had to break out of, the block parties into radio and all that. To me, that story holds so much weight that there couldn't really be a place outside of the States that could beat, American rappers in that sense. I feel like the UK definitely has a run and has amazing talent and OGs at this point, but to me, it's still in the States, man.
Wow, I
Yeah.
respect it. Hey, well, now we know that none of these American guys, after your answer, won't come after you and drop a diss track. So now you're safe. That's a politically correct answer. Respect that. Now tell me, are you currently on tour? What's the next plan? Is the album in the works? Are you working on the next single?
So I'm working on an EP right now that's going to come later this year, and touring, my own tour will most likely happen next year. Don't have dates yet, but this year I got a couple more festivals in August. It's August already, right? August 1st.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just turned
Yeah.
August. Yeah.
Just turn August. Yeah. I got a couple festivals this month. And otherwise just working on new music.
Respect it, man.
Yeah.
Are you big into sports? I'm pretty sure you're a soccer fan. You're in Germany. You're from
I'm
Germany.
actually more into basketball, man, to be honest.
Word.
Yeah, yeah. I actually played my first like semi-pro game. There was like this.
Actually, I did see you. I did see you hooping. You were like playing like in a semi-pro league, or what
Yeah,
was it?
no, so it was
Oh,
basically like the first kind of like hip hop celebrity game in Germany they put on,
okay.
and I got invited to that. And everyone underestimated me because you invite artists to these type of things and you think they're just going to show up and flex and act like they hoopers. But I played 7 years in a team in my hometown in Germany, retired as a team captain, and I definitely, I scored double digits, hit a couple threes,
Yeah, I
and
saw the video. Yeah,
yeah, man.
you was showing off a little bit.
Yeah.
And how tall?
Absolutely.
You got to be like you're like 6 feet, right? Or you
Yeah,
above
six,
6 feet.
six, 6'3", yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you up there. Yeah, you tall. You definitely got the jump shot going.
Yeah.
Now, have you like linked up with like Dennis Schroeder or anything like
I
that?
haven't. I haven't, no. He wasn't at the thing, but actually, damn, what's his name now? I forget his name, man. This Wagner.
Oh, Franz, he plays out in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. Franz Wagner was out there. He was just watching. He wasn't playing. In the beginning, I thought every team was gonna have like a player out of the league, but he was just like a ambassador of the event. But yeah,
Oh, that's
Wagner was
cool.
out there. He knows I hoop now, so if he wants to put a word in, for next drafts or something, I'm here.
Hey, yeah. Make the call, man.
Yeah.
Get you in rotation in Orlando, dog. Him and Mo are out in Orlando. So damn, we gotta connect that and make something happen. Get you
Abs
out here at the game.
Absolutely. When I'm out there, I'll let you know, bro.
What is the probably the most surreal moment since the success, your success and
Mhm.
seeing how big the record is in the States? What's been like the most surreal moment to you since everything's been happening?
I think to me it's like when I'm just going about my day, I'm traveling, I'm somewhere in Europe, like not even playing a show or anything, but like if people stop me and ask for pictures and because it's like I don't think like that I go out and people will recognize me like that, you know. So when it happens, it stops me and I'm like, oh wow, like because it's one thing to appreciate someone's music, but then to walk up to them, ask them for a picture, it's like another level of vulnerability that not everyone does, and I really appreciate that. And it's like that's just different, you know, where it's like yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
Already, man. Well, WizTheMC, I appreciate you taking the time, man.
Of
We definitely
course,
got to
man.
connect again. You get down to Tampa, Orlando, somewhere in
Yeah,
Florida. We definitely got to connect, man, because I see you, obviously taking off in the States. I mean, you're doing your thing all over the world. So respect it to you and
appreciate you, man. Thank you
gonna
for
keep
having
going up.
me.